Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing another makeup challenge. I haven't done one in such a long time, so I am so excited. The challenge that I am going to be doing is the one dip makeup challenge. So that is pretty much self-explanatory in the fact that you can only dip into the product once. Any mascara that you take off onto the brush, you can't dip back into it to get more. Same with the foundation and everything. So I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm quite excited to see how it will turn out. I'm going to dive straight in and get started. So here we go. First things first, I'm going to prime. So I'm using my Revolution Ultra Face Base Primer. I don't know if this is the best one to use because I don't think I actually have much left, if any, so we'll see how much I'm actually going to get to use for this. Okay, there, I've got like the tiniest bit to use because I just panicked and stopped squeezing the bottle, so I don't think that's going to be enough, but anyway. Oh dear, I really did not get enough. Okay, we're going to have to like really distribute this. Ooh. With my light veil of primer, I'll move on to foundation. I really need to do this a bit better than I did the primer. I'm going to use my e.l.f. foundation. They don't actually have the name of the foundation, so when I'm using this I never know what to call it, but it's just in the shade Porcelain. So I'm going to squeeze this onto the back of my hand. Oh dear, this is not a good start. Come on. Let some product out. I think I'm going to have to use a different foundation. I don't know which foundation to use. I'm going to have to dip into my brand new Body Shop foundation because I don't like the other foundations that I have at the moment. So here goes. I'm sacrificing the bottle I was saving for this video. Okay. Oh, I got some. Okay. So taking my rather shabby beauty blender, I saw Nikki Tutorials do this one and she kind of just rolled her sponge around in this because obviously you're only allowed one dip. So I'm going to copy her. Let's hope that's enough. Oh boy. I already feel like I'm running out of product. This is not one of the fullest coverage foundations. I really should have picked a different one. But oh well. I'm like hammering it onto my skin to make sure I get everything out. I suppose that'll have to do. I don't have any hope for the next stage because I was looking through my drawer and trying to find a concealer that had some product left in it because I don't tend to use concealer on myself day to day. So yeah, it was quite a challenge. The only one I could find is this Barry M light reflecting concealer, which isn't really so much of a full coverage concealer, which is what I'd really like with this, but it's all I have, so it's gonna have to do. So I'm gonna really swirl it around in here so I get as much as I can, and then what's left on here is all I'm allowed to use. Ooh, there's more in it than I thought. Okay. Right. I could use a bit of this to kind of go over the bits the foundation didn't do, so anywhere where I'm kind of in need, just like kind of swipe it on. Okay, I can feel it running out now. I might just put a bit on my lids as well with the remainder, just for a bit of a primer. I'm going to use my beauty blender again to blend that. Now I have to be careful because I don't want the beauty blender to take away too much of the product because we are in need. Do you know, I actually really like this concealer. I haven't given it enough sort of credit in the past. Okay, I think I've done that now. Next up, I'm going to set my makeup. And I thought rather than using a sort of pressed powder to do that, I would use my loose baking powder. So I'm going to put a little bit into the cap and then get my sponge and just use what I have from the first dip on the sponge. It's getting a lot of action today, this beauty blender. So I am just gonna push it in there and then that's all I'm allowed. A lot of it's still in here. So one dab here and here, and then just kind of use the rest over the rest of my face. That's definitely not enough. I need more. It's only just enough to kind of set the under eye area and my eyelids. The thing I find annoying about this is when I put the lid back on the product, all the stuff gets wasted that I didn't use. I feel quite stressed out in that I might break the rules by accident. If I do, I'm so sorry. I don't think I will break the rules, but just putting it out there. I'm actually in my PJs as well, I hope you don't mind. What I'm going to use to do my brows is this, which is from Primark. It's the brow gel, which is only £1. How amazing is that? And for some reason, I bought the dark brown shade. I really don't know why I did that. I think I was going through a phase where I wanted my brows to be really defined and really dark, but it really does not go with my hair. But I just thought that using a brow gel would probably be better because I might get more onto the brush, and rather than using a sort of dip brow thing, I don't know. Once I pull it out, I can't go back. Oh, I'm gonna brush my brows out. I'm a bit scared about this because there's a lot of product here at the base and I don't know how this is going to go. Uh-oh. Oh gosh, it's so dark. No, 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 don't go badly. Oh, I should do the other brow as well because I'm not allowed to dip again. I find this product quite hard to work with. I like it quite a lot, but also in a normal makeup application, I would take a lot of the excess product off the brush because otherwise it can get quite messy. So I'm just really lightly brushing it on because I want to spare the product, but also, I don't know. I just don't know. I think it was a good shout using a brow gel. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to use the lovely Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. I have no idea what eyeshadow I'm going to do. I'm only allowed to use each shadow once, as in, yeah, I'm only allowed to obviously dip my brush into it once and then do both eyes and then use a different colour. So I need to choose my colours wisely. I'm going to start with this one, which is Silk Creme. I also need to choose my brush wisely because if I pick the wrong one, I'm not allowed to go back and change my mind. I think I use this brush. It's just an old brush that I had from my days at college. It's not super expensive or plush or anything, but it just works for me and I really like it. Right, just use it once. So I'm going to give it a little nudge on there. I definitely did not get enough product. Oh. So one blob and one blob. This is tricky. It's just kind of a faint shadow, which if I had the choice, I would double dip right away now, if I could. I wish it was showing up more. I should have definitely taken more product onto the brush. That'll have to do. I feel like I'm saying that a lot in this video. I'm not going to go overboard with my colour choices because I feel like that might be cheating a little bit. I'm just going to use a couple of carefully selected shades. I'm going to use this shade here, which is called Buns. And this brush, it is clean, but it doesn't look clean because it's quite stained. It's a Lorac brush and it's one of my favourites for applying a sort of outer corner shade. One dip. Make it a good one. I think that will do. I'm actually closing the palette in between each application because I don't want to double dip by accident. Plop. Plop. That's alright. I'm just applying this to the outer corner. The thing that's going to be hard here is blending, because I might want to go in with other colours again and try and blend it out, but I'm not allowed to. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to do my under eye with the same colour because I'm not going to be able to go back and use that colour. Oh. For that reason, I'm going to go in with one last shade, and it's going to be a bit of a darker one. I'm going to use my flat brush, which again is not any kind of particular special brush, but I really like it. I'm going to use this shade here, which is called Chip. It's a really nice, deep, sort of reddish brown, which is very, very nice. Taking the brush, I'm going to give it a good old wiggle, and that's it. I'm going to put a little bit close to my lash line. And the same on this side. And then I'm going to use what is left on the brush to do the underneath. It looks quite intense. I'm going to use the brush I used last time, obviously with no extra product on it, but I'm just going to use it to kind of blend that out. I think I'm allowed to do that. Finishing up in the Jacqueline palette, I am going to go in with Beam, which is this one here, a very lovely shade. And I'm going to use my finger, one splodge with my finger. That's it, that's all I'm allowed. So I'm going to do a splodge there and a splodge here. And then taking that brush again, I'm just going to try and sort of blend it out a bit. I'm not adding more product. This is literally still left over from my finger. I could do a swatch with that, there's so much on it. Look at that. Enough with the eyeshadow. I'm now going to do eyeliner. The one I'm using for this is this Collection eyeliner, and I think Collection are cruelty free. I'm still using up products that I had from before I switched to cruelty free, so I'm sorry if this isn't, but I'm pretty sure that they are. So giving it a good old shake, I'm going to see how much I have. So, no, it's running out. I haven't even done any flicks yet. Okay, at least I have flicks in place. They're not very neat, but at least they're there. Oh dear. Look how dry that is. This has been the worst product so far. I'm finding this very difficult. Trying to use whatever I have left up the brush. Oh no, I've ruined it. What have I done? Oh dear, that is the worst ever eyeliner application. My eyeliner's thinking, why are you not replenishing me? I'm just going to rub it off if I keep trying. That is going to have to do. Look how terrible that is. I had visions of being able to do a big wing that looked nice and precise and lovely, but then I remembered I couldn't double dip. I'm now going to do my bronzer. This one is the Topshop bronzer in Mohawk. I actually did a video about this about a year ago because I got this for £1 and I still have it now. So I'm going to take this brush, which is a big brush, and I'm going to give it a good old swipe in here. And I'm going to try my best to make this look nice. I definitely did not get enough product on the brush. Just use as much as I have. There's going to be no contouring today. Fortunately, blusher exists, so it means we don't have to rely on bronzer alone. The one that I'm going to be using is quite a weird one. It's very bright and very corally, and I don't even know, I can just about read it. I think it says Ruby. Yeah, I think it's one that I got in my Birchbox one time, and maybe quite a couple of years ago or so. So I'm taking my blush brush and I'm going to put a good amount onto the brush, and I'm going to look like a clown. So push, push, push. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be extremely red and rosy. Quite like that actually, I think. Now for highlight, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora Glow Kit, and I'm going to use the shade Eclipse here, which is a lovely pale goldy colour. And my Beauty Blender's back. I saw this hack actually on another YouTuber's video because they were following some TikTok hacks. They said basically that you have to sort of push the sponge into the highlighter and use it to apply your highlight, and I just thought that would be a good way of doing that for this video, so we will see. So giving it a good wiggle. I don't think I got much product on there, which is sad. Yeah, I don't think you can really see that very well. Use what's left on my Cupid's bow. Now for my mascara. I'm going to use my Lash Hero mascara by The Body Shop. This is all I'm allowed. I always smell mascara. I don't know if anybody else does that or if that's just me being weird, but I love the smell of mascara. Okay, there's not, you know, there's quite a lot on the brush, so that's good. Oh, you can really see how bad that eyeliner is. Maybe I can splodge a bit of the mascara on it. No, maybe not. I'm going to tackle one more thing before moving on to the horrible fake eyelashes. I'm dreading doing that, seriously. But first, I'm going to do my lips. Basically, the only way this is going to work is really if I use this kind where it's got an applicator, because otherwise, if you use a bullet of lipstick, you're not going to be able to do one dip. So this is my Morphe Layla Liquid Lipstick. Oh, I forgot how pink this is. I thought it was like a neutral shade. There's no room for error in the one dip challenge. It's starting to dry. I am pretty terrified about doing my lashes. I'm only going to be able to use one swipe of glue for both pairs of lashes. That's really scary. I'm using my Girls with Attitude lashes in Siren. These have been used so many times, as you can see, because the packet is just non-existent, but I love them. They genuinely are my favourite lashes. I'm going to give it a good old swipe around in here and make sure I have enough on the stick. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there. Moving on to the next one. Again, no double dipping. Oh, I've already run out. This is very bad. I think I've possibly just got enough on there. It feels so weird getting all glammed up at about 10:20 at night. I am going to go to bed right after this, so I'm going to just take all this off. But that is just what happens with these YouTube videos. Here goes. I think I'm ready to apply this. Because it's not really got enough in the corner, it's very hard to stick down. If I don't blink for about 5 minutes, we may be okay. Lash number 2. They look more dramatic than usual today, these lashes. I feel like if I do too much blinking, they may fall off. But I think they're secured on there as much as I need them to be. I think I'm done. Take my hair down and try and make myself look a bit more presentable. Look at that, look at my fringe. I've realised if I have my fringe down completely, it kind of hides half the makeup, so if we do that, then that's okay. Ta-da! This is my finished look of the One Dip makeup challenge. It is not quite as I would have done it if I could do it properly. I feel like the eyeliner is very shoddy, so I won't show you that again. I think that was a good choice to use a brow gel because it meant I had enough product and I wasn't sort of running out. Yeah. The eye makeup is kind of just a subtle, apart from the eyelashes, a subtle, natural makeup look just because I wasn't allowed to build up the product and reapply the eyeshadow. That was quite fun. I very much enjoyed doing that. I really do like the makeup challenges. So if you can think of any more fun ones out there that you've seen, then do post your suggestions down below. Obviously, this makeup challenge is not unique to me. A lot of people have done this before me. As I said, Nikki Tutorials did it and loads of other amazing YouTubers have done it too. So go and have a look at some other ones. They've probably done it way better than I have and made better use of their One Dip products. I'm going to go now because it is bedtime and I do need to get to bed because I have work tomorrow. But it was fun being with you and I hope to see you next time in my next video. Bye for now, thanks for joining, and don't forget to subscribe if you like my channel. It is lovely when people subscribe, and maybe give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Bye bye!